All right, awesome. So, welcome to day three. It's been 3 days. Like, this is day three. Day one, what we talked about was change psychology and power of mindset, your belief and clarity in what you really want with respect to your health and fitness. Day two, we talked about neurology in terms of skill building because living healthy, getting healthy, and staying healthy is a skill. And if it's a skill, it can be learned. And if it can be learned, there has to be a way. So, what I showed you was what we call it as progressive behavior change model. And there are four pillars of progressive behavior change, which is, effective, efficient, easy, and enjoyable. When the activity has all of these or more of these, your chances of doing it and sustaining it are very, very high. So, on the day one, the homework was actually to get clarity and get that first win. Okay. Do something that you feel is aligned to your overall well being. Now, day two, your homework was to really check box, see how your previous exercise plans or meal plans failed and did they really check the 4 E's of progressive behavior change, and whatever you did as part of your overall well-being on day one, how can you apply 4E framework and make that work for you even better? So now from psychology, from neurology, now we're going to get into the actual actions because I know you've been waiting. Yeah, this is all fine, but tell me what to do, right? So today we actually start this journey of what to do. All right. So let me share my screen and we get started. Cool. So this is now we have learned psychology, neurology. This is at a physiological level, which is now we're coming below the neck. Everything else was above the neck. Now we are looking at what is below the neck. It's important. This is where the real action takes place or the magic happens. But if you're not going to apply day one and day two onto day three, it's going to be just like any other exercise plan or meal plans that you're failed with, right? So it's very, very essential for you to have the right alignment of your goal, your mindset, your skill set, and then the tools that I'm going to share with you here. So your tool set, otherwise it's of no use. So, if you want to lose weight and improve health, you need to balance these three elements: physical movement, nutritional intake, rest, and recovery from stress. Now, notice I did not say exercise and diet. And there is a reason behind it. I told you everything that I do, there is a reason behind it. Because exercise is part of physical activity. It's not the only thing. And we're going to get deeper into that. And diet and food is not nutrition. Nutrition is way beyond and bigger than just what you eat. All right. And the third part, like rest, recovery, and sleep, are equally important, if not more important, than physical movement and nutrition, especially in today's world. Okay. Because this is where you close the loop, and we get into details of this on day five, but this is how it works. So, all three of them have their role in improving health and losing weight. Okay, so as I said, we dig deeper into all of these. Now, before we dig deeper, let's start with some of the biggest mistakes that people make when they're trying to lose weight or improve their health, and how you can avoid that. So, avoiding mistakes itself is saving you time and energy so that you're not doing any of these wrong things even before you start doing the right things, right? So, mistake number one: overemphasizing the role of exercise. Yes, like every time there is, oh, I want to lose weight, or I want to get fit, I want to improve my health, the first thing people look at it is exercise. Now, let me tell you this: exercise is not the most effective and efficient way to lose weight. And for a lot of people, it's not easy and even enjoyable, right? It's just part of it. We'll get into more detail about exercise and physical activity today, but understand this. Now, I'm not saying exercise is not good for health. I'm saying it's not most effective. So yes, you can do physical activity is part of it, but not the most effective. Most people have low tolerance to physical pain. Okay. And that's because our daily life, if you're an entrepreneur or a professional like me, then our daily life has a lot of other areas of concern. And that, reduces our ability to deal or tolerate pain. So if you are not an athlete, your ability to deal with physical body pain is going to be very, very low. And that's natural. Second, it's not easy or enjoyable for most people. Most people, and it's actually again based on the way our brain is wired, don't enjoy exercise unless you are a recreational athlete. You like to run, play, all of these for fun. The chances of you enjoying activity is very, very low. If you enjoy it, that's fine. There's nothing wrong if you enjoy it, but there's nothing wrong if you don't do it as well. And that's where some people don't even know how to make it easy or enjoyable. And that's why people struggle to make time for exercise, because they don't see themselves really enjoying exercise. So the mastery tip for you, I'm going to get into exercise and a lot more details, but mastery tip for you is: first focus should be on nutrition. A bad nutrition can beat great exercise any day. Okay. And I'll prove it to you today. So you have all the proof and understanding of that. But that's the fact. All right. Now, when I say nutrition, the focus is now on diets, on meal plans, on meal replacement shakes, all of these stuff. Now, here is the thing: fad diets don't fit into the lifestyle for most people. And if it doesn't fit into your lifestyle, what's going to happen? You are going to quit. And if you're going to quit, what's going to happen? No results, right? And most meal plans are meant to be temporary. And I'll get into that in the nutrition chapter in details of why they are temporary and how it works, all of these stuff. And meal replacement does not teach you anything other than just putting some powder in the bottle, shaking it, and eating. But we talked about this, like living a healthy life is a skill. So if you're not learning, if you're not building a skill, how is it helping you? So, with respect to nutrition, the focus should be on your relationship with food. Okay. Now, what do you mean by that is the way you make decisions about what to eat, and why do you eat? What is your belief about food is the most important thing than actually what you're eating, because that defines a lot of things. And I know, like, Dhaval, what is relationship with food, right? Because nobody told you about it. I know it's not probably going into your head right now, but don't worry. I'll get into that in the nutrition chapter, day 4, in detail. Okay. But understand this: that's the most important thing, right? So that's on nutrition. Mistake number 3: ignoring the role of stress and recovery. Okay. Now, understand this: stress can make you eat more, can make you feel low on energy, and can hamper your movement. If you're eating more, you're going to put on weight. If you're low on energy, you will move less, so you'll put on weight, and a lot of other things that stress can do to you. I'm going to get into that on day 5. But understand, this is where the loop gets closed. Okay, that's physical movement. there is nutrition, and the recovery. All three. That's what is important. And chronic stress actually leads to hormonal imbalances. And that results into disorders like blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, and other heart related issues. So, this is what stress does to you. So, if you're going to ignore the role of stress, that's not great for you as well. So, master a tip, make resting and recovery plan or part of the plan. Okay. You should have a resting and recovery plan, or it should be part of the plan. So, take time out to actively recover and relax regularly. We get into what, when, how, all of these on day 5. So, with that, we're done with the mistakes and mastery tips.